Oh no, it's supposed to be seamless. What? What? Oh, maybe wrong button. It's not even. Where the game at? There it is. I'll really pay attention to what he's saying this time. I'm gonna see if I can discern the phonetics of the words and then learn them myself. Feel the meaning. Not from the visuals, though. I'm too scared to look at the visuals. Because I know I'm gonna see the subtleties, I'm gonna see the context clues, and I'm gonna know the whole layout of the story. I'm gonna know what it ends. I'm gonna know the plot twist. I'm gonna know the surprises, and it's just nothing's gonna be fun anymore. Okay. Let's just load in. 7:20, 36 hours. We've arrived in Port Brylehaven. The tournament for the throne begins tomorrow. All the candidates are going to show their heads to try to win. I'm not even sure exactly how this works, but to win. Or maybe it's just to impress. Because this is a whole long tournament, right? This is just the beginning. So we're going to see how... Well, we have to hope Lady Joanna shows up first. She will. And then they'll be impressed by how we were able to sway her and solve the kidnappings that were happening in Martira. But first we need to get a good night's rest. But before we get a good night's rest, you know I have to talk to my best friends. And my best friends, I mean Stroll, Leon de Heliatus.
Yeesh.
The other candidates' speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who could truly rival Luis of Forden? He's standing right in front of you, friend.
Let's rest.
See what Gallic has to say. It's already time for the exhibition of the brave, huh? Our curtain is a bit of a dump, but let's try to make sure we still get plenty of rest. Brylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here. And indeed, 'twas so delicious I wished to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City speciality. Wriggles in the mouth? I've had enough of living things. I want it long cooked, long passed away. What's the look about? You don't find it appetizing? Not in the slightest. I'm sorry, I like to engage in my friend's interest, but this is just not something I can participate with you with. I cannot do it.
My apologies.
I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Are you cold? What will you use them for? For defense, you understand. Just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against... Apologies. Now, Bugs, I can understand. I'm right there with you, buddy, which is the exact reason why I cannot give you my blankets. Alright. Against Bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. I'm sorry, man. Engaging at this residence that we have here, there will be bugs, so prepare yourself for confrontation. Any gold beetles, secret gold beetles around? Such a peaceful song.
Look
Go to
at
bed.
that.
Oh, okay.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, we getting drunk, yep.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Okay, that's the guess. That was a guess. What are we waiting on?
And we've no other head
Joanna
to
and
offer
Barden.
the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
They'll come.
No. They'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
I have unlimited faith in Barden. There they are. I'd be damn. Big ass in the hallway.
Apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in.
I take a right turn. I'm expecting to see a hallway. All I see is this man's torso.
Blame yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins.
Well, unfortunately, her sins don't come off that easy, but I do respect her. Because this has got to be very tough to come here knowing to confess. They're gonna chop your head off, guaranteed. There's no light sentence for the crimes that she committed. If I could listen, if I was in her shoes, which I would never be, I'm disappearing. You're not never to be found.
It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd.
I can't
We're
think
not
of anything
looking
questionable
to
I've done.
public
I
standing
feel
here.
like I'm a
You
pretty
can
good
explain
person.
yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I won't make a Persona 4 reference. I won't do it. Nope. I'm keeping it inside. The fog. Okay. Well, this is sad. Like, if I think logically, I don't feel bad for her, but I do. I do. She feels bad about it. Do we really have to punish her for something that she feels bad about? Is that really the way the world works? I intend to.
Yes, I intend to. Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
And there's nothing like he understood a thing that's happening right now. But you're gone. I'm already seeing Katharina. All of our main characters are all gathered in one place.
The tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present
That guy?
to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the
You already know what guy I'm talking about. I don't even need to describe him.
When the second round,
There's no way your eyes don't fixate on him.
on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20! 'Tis a great many
Listen.
eliminations in but one round.
I definitely did not see 20 drawn portraits, so we're okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
Yes, I require the exposition as well.
We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
This is scripted. I don't believe that for a moment.
Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
She's right, it does.
Well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Much we still don't know about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. Clock's ticking and all that. But
Okay, please wrap it up.
You're enjoying your stay.
I don't know, this guy was a Jeff Keighley insert.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Whoa, whoa, hold up. She say sister? Oh my goodness. And she's with Luis? She's with the church? Drama. Oh my god, spill the tea.
So she's...
And she's not much of a public speaker, and then
Well, she seems like a nice
Juna's
lady.
literally, like, her thing is her voice, which we used to speak.
I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
I'm just always anticipating, like, Luis is about to just show up out of nowhere. Fade to black, I'm looking up in the sky.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman.
Everybody's gonna come show their trophies. Was that a shark?
Head of the monk soldiers of the crown.
I seen Jaws, bro. I'm not impressed. There's a big fish and ain't even a shark. You just took that thing out of its habitat. It wasn't even a predator to nobody.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat.
So you just got dinner?
And edible. After the judging, it will be...
He's trying to impress the judges with cuisine. It's not that kind of tournament, bro.
Fellow, my good people, strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start.
Boo. You suck.
Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I want to go last. I want to see what everybody's got. What is in that sack?
We have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is.
A human?
Behold, the head.
Jesus Christ, that shit looked like a sock puppet.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing. You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
I don't entirely believe him, but he's my competitor. I have to stir the pot. No, it's fake.
The average citizen has never seen a human.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Oh, I'd be pissed. Especially at Stroll haggling me in the back, ruining my presentation? What is this? An octopus? A squid, I'm sorry.
The size of
Gordon.
that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Oh, he just got a legendary creature.
Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less.
Yeah, I can't compete with this.
From their
But we're not trying to compete for
Such
first
is the
place. We
beauty
just
of
want
those with power.
some acknowledgement, at least.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in a
Maybe we can.
Suddenly the critics
It all hinges on Joanna's speech. Can she tug at the people's heartstrings?
Gratitude.
I gotta cheer for this one. I mean, that's just amazing.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected.
Yeah.
How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine. It's fine. I truly believe it's fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
His is just like a fish.
Dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
You're not gonna show me his?
Thank
I
you,
was skipping him.
Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
Yeah, the guy who's got all the big words.
Now,
Please wrap it up.
quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show.
Best for last.
Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please.
Well, that's not what it said in the subtitles. You didn't need to call me that.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping.
Bro, it's like you already lost. You can't even beat us at this point. Why are you trying to bring us down?
Please.
No, I would too. Especially because it was Stroll who messed me up.
Confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
Specify children. That's a really important part. It makes us look even better.
Speak sense.
Children! She kidnapped children!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Bardon, Captain of Martyra's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martyra.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Fallen do?
But you've already presented you can't change it, man.
Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be
I know what's killing him inside the Praison Elder. It's like...
What?
Oh, I thought they were just about to chop it off right here and now.
A moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please.
No, 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 no.
Lead this country armed with the truth.
Forden's doing this here and now because he gets to take the fucking credit now. He just gets to walk up, chop her head off, and then act... He's making a big show of it to put himself up. To make it seem like it's him. It's not, it's me! I promise.
I will. I promise.
Oh, oh my god.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest.
They got to see us claim this head live. That's got to count for something.
Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
64, less than 149? Since when have I been this popular? They love me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't open the log now. I'm in a loading screen. Oh no, I didn't read any of that. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I was eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Is he blaming himself for... Hold on. Like, this was a good thing. Like, yeah, it's kind of messed up. But in the end, it's a good thing. We saved a city.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
We
were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing. I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see? And now you walk with the Eugene.
You're on his left side, right? Okay.
Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you
I did it for
dared to
you.
bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
This is why he's the leader, and I just follow him. See, I was completely wrong in my assessment. I thought it was like, oh, he's putting on the show so they think Forden took care of a big problem for the city. No. To see him dirty his hands with such a heinous act puts a bad taste in the people's mouths. Smart man.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
We only righted a wrong. because I'm doing the right thing. So I think maybe Luis also believes it's the right thing. We need to enact justice. We only right it or wrong.
No.
You can see our ideology.
We only right it or wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it.
Nope.
It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
He didn't even respond to her. He's just walking away silently.
There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
What heights are we thinking, like 6'1"?
Last time he told us
6'2"?
we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
I'm not going anywhere.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Uh-huh. I could still feel her breath.
What happened?
Well...
What? What? Who are you? What?
You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
He's trying so hard. I feel so bad for him. I keep showing him up every time.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Might be a trap. It's not a done deal.
It's not a done deal.
Still, tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
Oh, let me check FaceTime real quick.
Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
I would say I haven't seen him in a while either, but I forgot I see him every time the day changes.
But he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
What if it's just memorized? It's engraved on his body? I guess we're just gonna have to... She's just gonna have to unclothe in front of me. We're gonna have to find out. It's in his gauntlet runner. It's in his pocket. It's totally engraved in his body.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin.
You think I can't read backwards?
Backwards in a mirror besides.
Well, so nobody's looking. You don't know where it's etched in on my body.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside...
Because that's one place that you cannot get to it unless you have to confront me.
He would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Oh, we're not doing anything until we receive that message.
Let's just wait for word, then.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
To be the natural enemies of the church.
Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion.
That's such a biased
It
tournament.
would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
That's what we're getting for Norris right now. We're already hunting those down.
The greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right.
So they already have their relics. They're just gonna let everybody ruin everything else while they're looking for them.
We establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper
Don't overstep your bounds, Godot.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
You're the one talking, damn.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved.
Is she undercover?
Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
So whoever wins this tournament is going to be granted access to the royal magic, right? And now we're introducing a relic that can counteract the royal magic, which makes me think that we're not going to win this at all. Be it Luis, Forden, somebody else is going to win, and then we're going to have to use that relic to take them down.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter.
Oh, off camera?
Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Oh, it's... Damn! Damn! Where's the umbrella? Damn! Damn! Place you on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there. And lightning? Oh my god. You seen Luis's gone where the massive lump hardly fits the harbor. Oh, everybody's gone. I'm going back to bed.
Oi there!
Well met, eh?
I saw your performance at the exhibition. Blimey, you're something else. The tavern folk just couldn't stop blethering on about you bringing a Sanctorus as your mark. But framing a UG for the crime sure is nasty. Not so unusual, though, probably. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Were you so... What's so funny? Have you heard about the songstress Juna sing before? People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her, you'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine, no sir.
Wonderful.
She sings with her soul.
Huh.
What you looking at? When it comes to rainstorms, no city can compete with Brylehaven. I'm drenched to my core. That's Brylehaven's pride. It is. Oh, you're just enjoying the rain. Fountain feels wonderfully cool and refreshing. I wonder if it's using ocean water. Want to taste it and see? Let me taste it and see, and then get some experience items, anything of the sort. A bar on every block, a flagon in every hand. The next round's on Loveless. What was he thinking, trying to become king with a slogan like that? I doubt he was thinking. On the other hand, he did make it through the tournament, so you can't write him off.
Lovely.
What head did he bring? A head of mead? Damn, did they not have... I guess not. Did they not have umbrellas back in medieval times? We gotta have some sort of, like, function or tool to protect ourselves from the rain, no? But now I'm thinking of all of the medieval TV fiction I've ever seen. They're just sitting there with their lanterns getting soaked. I've never seen them covering themselves. They just got a big hood on.
Dear me!
Stop!
You're the one from the exhibition, aren't you? Good work uncovering that scandal. Boy candidate exposes church's dark side. The headlines write themselves. Which is actually a huge problem. Do you have any idea how busy I've been trying to cover up this incident? And good luck, man.
Looks proper angry. Wonderful. Aha. What am I gonna do?
Discover all the dialogue, make sure no stone is left unturned. I think I've discovered it all. Wait. Yeah. Alright. I'll take this guy. So right now we're here. We're gonna go to Seabury Street next. I know that's not the place where... That's not the objective. Which is the exact reason I'm headed there.
Why did this happen?
I'm tired of looking up in the sky and seeing that frowny face. What'd he come all the way out here for anyway? Keeping an eye on the candidates or some such? Well, he sure didn't look happy with him. Yeah, can you at least like change the emotion, the emoticon? Just get like a smile up there?
No.
You there? Hey now, it's the wee man. You did quite well for yourself at the exhibition, didn't you? Not opposed? To an elder like Minato dragging the church through the mud, I mean? Not my place to put walls around people because of tribe, status, or religion. You never know to look at me, but I studied at the Mage Academy. I'm not open about it, but I can't say I trust the church. The church shut down the Mage Academy. Thought I'd spend the rest of my days alone with no one to rely on, but you know what? I think you might be able to change that, even if only a little. Hey, I heard about the exhibition. You resolved that Martyra case nicely. Needless to say, I'm impressed. And what a claim to make that you'll help anyone in need. That's what's your point? No point, really. Just that there are lots of places in need of assistance near the city, what with all the monsters roaming about. Hey, don't worry, man. As soon as our deadlines open up and I have to start spending my days, I will be helping people with side quests and bounties. Like the Gracia Forest, I will be going there, where we used to be able to harvest fruit, or the Forsaken Tower in the north. I'll be going there as well, which are monster nests now. Of course, the military doesn't want these missions to be a slapdash operation, but the city's needs come first. What I'm hitting at is that we'd be proper grateful for someone like you to lend us a hand. Listen, man.
Yeah?
You had a cash prize? Or at least some social stats? I'm your man.
Hello?
So you're the elder candidate everyone was talking about. I see you parked your running away from here, eh? Smart. It was just crowded. There was no spots. I would have came closer if I could have. Look there. The runner is owned by the Louis supporter, Godot. And right next to it, none other than Godot's. Of all people, why would he park next to Glodell? Good point. It's a little unnerving to see them next to each other. Like they got some sort of rivalry going. There's a servicing the runner.
Ripping, missus.
I'm worried for Glodell. I don't think things are going to end happily for him.
Proper aces.
Hey, mister.
My hands and feet are frozen solid.
Hell hath no fury like a storm in Brylehaven. Surely the shopping can wait until it's past. Buck up, Buttercup. We aren't here long, and it'll take more than a little rain to keep me from new accessories.
Dreadful.
See all this exclusive dialogue that I wouldn't have discovered unless I came out while it was raining. I would have missed out on so much gameplay. What bases?
Well met, eh? Welcome. What is it?
Okay, the shops do not have extra dialogue. Thank God.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, I want to read the dialogue, but, you know, when it gets to a point, it's like, oh, God.
Awful weather.
Now what am I
How
to do?
did I wind up here?
These candidates protected by that special magic it went on about. You know, the one that prevents anyone having a go at you. That sort of favoritism rubs me the wrong way. If the goal is to prevent fighting, why not cast that magic over everyone in the country?
Why is this happening?
If that were the case, we'd be unable to execute criminals. Villains would do as they pleased. Choosing a king would be the last thing on our minds. Hear, hear. If only the top candidates are protected, couldn't they just systematically crush anyone with half a chance from the lower ranks? Very sporting, eh? He gets it. He gets it. And what would they gain from that? They're competing for the support of the people, not to be the last man standing. The majority of citizens in this country are lowy commoners. Using magic as a shield to crush the weak is cowardly, and may even turn potential followers off. Well, they would do it without you knowing. In essence, it is those of low status who control the fates of those above them. That's a nice way to look at it, man, but I don't think so. This time, the elite do not hold all the power. And ultimately, the purpose of the magic is we're fighting among the top candidates.
What's going on?
This way, the final decision is left to the will of the people, not which candidate emerges victorious in battle. Perhaps that was the intent all along. Well, that does make sense to protect them from the top candidates. I see. Even this pompous Sanctus leaders must be jolly well feeling the heat then.
Look at that.
You just seem high.
Now what am I to do?
And maybe that makes a lot more sense than I'm putting together right now.
Stop!
I get my donations, right?
Isn't that... Let's... Yep.
You know, because the higher candidates are obviously a lot more prolific and would have much more of a target on their backs. We can just kind of sneak in from the bottom. That's me, yeah. What's up? Hey, it's that elder everyone's been talking about. Heard what you did at the exhibition, kid. Not bad for a filthy elder. You keep it up for the next one. Well, you didn't have to add filthy. That's quite a description. Can't say I like how he said it, but at least people are starting to cheer us on, I guess. I'm rooting for you, you godless elder, you filthy, disgusting piece of garbage elder. Take a drawing on me just yet? Yeah, I'm just entertainment for you. You don't actually care. The rain remains unpleasant and as oppressive as ever, and yet for us pagans, it's days like this that bring us the most peace. Yeah, you know what? Nobody really has umbrellas, but the pagans, your headgear, that kind of helps. Fend off the rain. Wonder if it's raining in our homeland too.
Well met. Now what am I to do?
Young man!
Okay.
I guess it's over then. Aha!
Last scene, night. Okay, that. Yep. Seabury Street.
Hello.
Gold beetle spotted. Gold beetle acquired.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my.
Really now?
Really?
Yeah?
Oh, I've already been here.
Beg pardon?
Okay. Oh, all right. This thing down here
Hey, you.
goes into the merchant's place.
Well met, eh?
I guess we just go into Night Prowler then.
Say there.
Wait.
What is it? What is it you're looking for?
We're to find Wharf. Oh, here you go, sir. I think this might be the last one to get the first reward. Got your gold beetle. I need 2 more. Okay. Wishful thinking on my part. Sometimes you just need to wish for something, though, you know?
Amazing.
Oh, this is the guy with the helmet that I didn't get to see. Freedom of faith, forging a future for the Mostari. Considering that the church sees them as heretics, this seems like a pretty serious topic for the Mostari. But as an elder, you can sympathize. Still, advocating for religious freedom in a tournament sponsored by a church seems like an uphill battle. Well, it's all about the message. If you can at least send the message to one person who will listen. Man in pain, I saw you, man. I'm on the way up there.
Was that?
Yeah, that sounds like someone's running in pain. Well, I can just ignore you, huh? No, I'm here. I'm here. What you want, like a medicinal herb? I really haven't did it this time. Hey, you there? You don't happen to have a medicinal herb on hand, do you? Got my ass kicked in the Colosseum. Hey. You're rough shape. Medicinal herb would go a long way in the morning. I want to give him one. Spare him one.
God bless you.
Thank heavens. You just became my best friend. Oh.
Thank you.
It's a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else is willing to help me, even though I was suffering. You're the only one. So please, take this one over. Briny threads. Tail bait. There actually is fishing. Whenever you use clear and a lot of pain, know what the Colosseum paid any attention. Glad we helped.
Amazing.
And what was
hurry.
And the briny threads, that's like stuff I have to wash, right? I'm almost positive. Wait, maybe it's a thing because it was a helmet. But it ain't here. A small animal tail said to attract the legendary Lord of the Lake. Huh? Okay, I cannot find it.
Let's hurry. Let's hurry.
Who is going to be waiting for us to deliver the message? Juna? Borsarino? The other one?
Yeah?
Don't remember his name. That guy's, the other one's name might even not be Borsalino. It's just something similar. Rolls off the tongue. Awful weather. We can't fight like this. I figured that would be more entertainment, but I guess you know the audience wouldn't be good for the audience to sit out there in the bleachers. It'd be good for the people killing themselves, but not for the spectators. Yeah, that's that guy's saying. Well, alright. Maybe we should get an indoor coliseum for this type of occurrence.
How grand.
Well met, eh? Really old.
Alright, save.
Fancy a ride?
Hey there, I'll take you wherever you want in the city. Let's go to the Night Prowler. You must be those people the brothers were talking about. Come over. Okay, so it's gonna be Barcelino and the other one. Two people delivering the message. They must stay together wherever they go. They never separate. What does all this writing say? There has to be direct translations that you can make with these fake letters. Can I go off one of these piers? Start fishing? Get the Lord of the Lake? Is that Luis's Gauntlet Runner? Who's that one? Oh no, it's ginormous. Oh, I can read this one actually, the sign on the top. Night Prowler. That's the name of the place. Okay, the language is coming together now. Welcome. Free drinks for Eldest? Wow, thanks. Nice. Oh. We at the Bikini Bottom Pub. They got the Velvet Lounge,
Look who it is.
the VIP area.
Appreciate you coming out.
Fidelio. How did I remember the other one? This was the main guy who was talking to me. The other guy didn't even say a word.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
Yes, that's a grown man.
Me big brother's expense. That's when I
Basalio, not Borsalino, Basalio.
points from my own life.
Okay, the big brother and little brother. Let me commit their names to memory so I'm not out here calling them fucking Italian food. Fidelio. Basilio. Fidelio Basilio. Fidelio Basilio. Fidelio Basilio. The one that's just talking. My eyes are closed, I cannot see him right now, but it's the tall one. His name is Basilio. The other one's name is Fidelio. Basilio Fidelio.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet.
Yet?
Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot.
Really? He said that?
Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
I promise. Why is everybody turning to look at me now? Did you give them some sort of signal? How did they know to do that?
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly?
Oh shit.
Go on, let's have the pitch.
Huh, okay. Well, we need to think long and hard about this one. To impress Luis, this is the pre-show. Surely, this doesn't affect anything. At all. And in most case scenarios, there's really only one option that I'm allowed to pick. My initial reaction, I don't want to be king. I want Luis to be king. I'm just like Glodell. I'm doing it for him. Let's see what led us here. Magnus brothers, I got their last names as well. Fidelio and oh shit. Basilio. Basilio Magnus. Okay. This is going to lead to us seeing Luis. I'd help anyone in need. That does not feel like the right one. I treat all tribes equally. I feel like that is the goal that Luis is trying to head towards. I don't want to be king. That is kind of our mission, so maybe I should just be blunt. Straightforward. Nah, this is my goal for life. For the world. All tribes will be equal. Just like the book.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
Alright, a bit much. He's off. You know, there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Well,
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm not comfortable saying it out loud. After our last encounter, I just might be. But I'm not sure what their relationship is. He didn't seem too interested in her when she was like, oh, let's go back to the gauntlet. He shook his head and said, and walked away. I know he's very anti-church. Also, Juna's sister is a part of the church. I'm not sure where that's headed yet. I admire his power. Listen, he's like power helps, it decides everything, but that's just not what he's ruling for. I don't like Forden or his church.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Okay, they call me slurs.
Right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a Sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
She was killing children. I feel very moral about it.
That's all.
Whatever. You got some brasty, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Glodell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardell's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our
Trust me, I know.
Rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king and start
I'm in.
today.
I'm in. Yes, sir.
Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic. And Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
I don't. He lets him go? Sets him free?
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
That has to be Heisme. Julie, why are we all looking at me? What the fuck?
Me?
Oh.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation.
Oh god, are we gonna be in the sky? Trapped? What if the Skyrunner's like a whole dungeon in itself?
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast. Luis's Gauntlet Runner, the Charade is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. We're just going straight there. We can't get a good night's rest first. Charade, a military-grade Gauntlet Runner. Look at that fucking place. It's a whole 3D environment. Definitely gonna be running around in there. He's got white guard soldiers stationed everywhere. Those are enemies that I have fought before. Maybe it is a dungeon. The first Gauntlet Runner in history to achieve sustained flight. It was originally built to be a symbol and flagship of the Royal Army. Aside from being capable of flight, it also boasts a colossal frame as large as a palace. Palace? It is a dungeon. With a soldier crew far larger than most runners could sustain. A crew so large they can be infinitely generated for you to grind XP. Though the Crown Theocracy claims that the runner was stolen by Luis, the empty throne means it is currently impossible for anyone to charge him with treason. In fact, many soldiers under Luis do not hesitate to claim that they themselves represent the true Royal Army. Well, of course. The Royal Army is whoever wins. People were probably going to see something on Basilio and... fuck me. Fidelio, because he was calling him Del as his nickname. Basilio Magnus, a high-ranking member of Luis's faction and one of his closest aides, trusts his older brother Fidelio absolutely, the brawn half of the Magnus brothers' partnership. He's known as a nearly unstoppable bruiser on the battlefield when paired with his brother. What if we really get on Luis's good side and we're kind of like just tagging along with him for a large part of the game, and these guys are my party members? We're going through, and he could be my bruiser, brawler. Fidelio Magnus, a high-ranking member of Luis's faction and one of his closest aides. He and his younger brother Basilio are known as the Magnus brothers and are highly respected by lesser members of the faction. He has been a trusted aide of Luis's since Luis's time in the army, long before the incident at the royal funeral. His being a purpose and high-ranking position naturally attracted criticism, but he's largely silenced those critics via many military achievements. Who else? Oh. An elderly rogue man who is prince of the Principality. Prince? Where the fuck is the king? Of the Principality of Monterio, the eastern country that is part of the 3 United Kingdoms. One of the 5 members of the Senate, he rushed to the Grand Triad following the sudden death of the king. Monterio has been the center of Sancticism since annexation, and the ruling family, that is, the once royal family of Monterio, has been devout Sanctus for generations. That's where we're headed next. Big in the church, that's where Hulkenberg's family is at, and it's also the place that's big into Sancticism. That's her family big into Sancticism. Interestingly, it is perhaps due to the royal family of Monterio's close ties with Forden's family that Forden was able to ascend to the highest position in Sancticism despite being rogue. Prince of Oceania, one of the 5 members of the Senate, a Resant man serving as a lord of the Principality of Oceania, the western country of the 3 United Kingdoms. He rushed to Grand Triad following the sudden death of the king. Not much to say about this guy, not that important. State Army General. One of 5 members of the Senate representing the army. Before the king's death, the highest rank one could attain in the Royal Army was general. The king then served as the military leader, uniting all the generals, with the king's seat vacant. The Senate needed an interim representative for the army's interest, thus the provisional rank of High General was created so these responsibilities could be temporarily assumed by someone other than the king. Forden appointed this man to the position, and so for the present time he represents the entire army. Igniter Consortium head. One of 5 members of the Senate, they represent the Igniter Consortium, an organization which oversees all things Igniters in the kingdom. They're said to be an Ishkia. Their strikingly unusual appearance, including a magic igniter as an artificial right eye, makes it difficult to confirm by sight alone. Despite its name, the Igniter Consortium isn't actually an independent entity, but more like a shell company through which the Crown Theocracy extends its reach. It was they who arranged the Consortium's monopoly in the first place. Igniter Consortium single-handedly manages igniter production, regulation, and military outfitting, as well as magla collection via accumulators, all while maintaining tight control over the spread of information regarding the igniter creation and its inner workings. Per the Crown Theocracy's direction, it is also sells civilian-grade igniters wholesale to Lycon Magic Association and Grand Trap. Night Prowler. Renowned tavern in the entertainment district of Brahim. One generally needed a referral from a current regular just to get in. Expensive, ornate, and lavishly decorated, its typically shady clientele provides a sharp contrast against its glitz. Julian Castillon, an Ishki candidate participating in the tournament, the second son of a noble family and child prodigy who was the youngest to ever gain a seat at the former Mage Academy. However, right as he made his breakthrough as the author of the innovative ideological book The Future of Magic and rose to fame, he expanded his platform as an animal rights activist. His Gauntlet Runner, Arc to the Future 3.0, he thinks he's Noah's Ark. He uses no animal with the right parts, but it lacks power. The Lady of Martyra, and true criminal behind the series of kidnappings that rocked the town. She went mad with resentment after the old traditions dictated her child be put to death, but her wits returned her after hearing from Heisme, who also lost a child for senseless reasons. She offered to be the head brought to the exhibition in place of Heisme, who would have been cleared of his false accusations. The group trusted her to come to the exhibition of her own, which she did to her credit. Rella. Rella Cygnus, a young Ishki woman and magic healer. So her and Juna are sisters, and she's an Ishkia, and Juna's Nydia. Affiliated with the Crown Theocracy. Her mastery of healing magic is beyond her years, many calling her the best in the kingdom. She was even brought before the king to heal the prince, despite being no more than 12 years old. To no avail. Healing magic requires delicacy, making it difficult to wield through magic igniters. Thus, magic healers often move in wealthy circles throughout the kingdom. Despite her great abilities, Rella has long served as a healer for the common people in the capital. Her devotion to the public without regard for wealth or fame has led many to respect her, and she is often referred to with the title of Saint. Oh. Can I go to... Oh, I'm probably still here, huh? Where am I? I'm gonna go back in.
Let's go.
I wanna get a drink to go or something. I'm scared. I'm scared of this man.
Hello there.
He wants to go to Warship Harbor. That's the place to visit after a piss-up, but alright, might just have a convoy. Yeah, this just seems like I'm making a drunk decision. I just came out the bar and I'm like, yeah, take me to the warships. But yeah, I don't think I morally should allow you to go there.
Incredible.
Wow. The hell's... You're not gonna tell me this is not a dungeon with some music like this. What the... Luis, man, I didn't mean it. Wow. Didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge. Maybe the title of the song is just Luis's Handshake. It's really peaceful, we just walk in, scale, we shake Luis's hand, new Link, I hang out with him 8 times. and then the game's it's all good.
Hey!
Oi! Over here! Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the charades all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, what with the soiree and all.
Huh.
Soiree? What's that? Hey, boss. How about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Yet. I feel bad in terms of like the game and the story. I'm sitting here like betraying them and trying to become their friends. But me as the player and the person playing the game, I'm like, oh my god, I want to be their friends. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Loud and clear. I would never say anything mean about Luis. Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Never ran so fast in my life. Matter of fact, I'm not even running. I'm going back though, because somebody had a dialogue box. Alright, there's a...
You little bastard, you.
The size of Luis the Skyrunner is ludicrous, and he parks in the middle of a worship harbor like his bloody name's on it. Listen, mate, you ain't wrong, but you gotta let this one go. You never know who might be listening. Once the exhibition is over, they'll clear out and it'll all blow over. Yeah, this is not something somebody you want to trifle with, man. Matter of fact, I don't want to trifle with them either. I'm going home. I'm out of here.
Check this out.
Look over there, the entrance to the runner. But RP walk for a second here. Feel the scale of the gauntlet. Jesus Christ, this thing is ginormous. This is the size of a whole city inside that thing. There probably will be running around in it. Oh my god. I can already tell I'm gonna go up to that door and I'm gonna get hit with an "Are you sure you want to enter? Are you ready? Are you prepared?" We've got to seize the first foothold in our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Glaudel comes through here an awful lot. You know him, don't you? One of Luis' faction candidates. Is Glaudel even, like, affiliated with him? Really? Or is he just kind of like a fanboy trying to get into Luis's graces? Sometimes he's got the beast of a dog with him, too. Sad to see a man with a temper like his with a pet. But when you know it, he's sweet on that dog. Aww. See, Glaudel is it's all a show. He's not truly like that. He's a good person. He's soft. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see. Okay, because they know if you're nice to animals, you're automatically a good person. It's just how it works.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like. Why the hell is more outside of here? Why would I need to study with you before I go in?
Understood.
It's impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial. Judging by this whole setup, it might be a trap. It might be a trap.
Now, where was I?
Luis.
Luis. Everything went well. Let's go to Worship Harbor and pay a visit to Luis's Gauntlet of their Radius. I just need to pet the cat before I go in.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh god, this is where he says something ominous. Hold up. The fates will not always be in your favor, of course. Is he talking about right now? But I hope you still find joy even in those moments. He's talking to me, the person. Because he's saying things right now aren't going to be so good, but hopefully you, the player, still have a fun time. And enjoy the story. Oh, goodness me.
It's conceivable. Adieu.
The chains on this loosened a little bit.
That is... all right.
Okay.
Oh. You'll come again.
Back to reality. That seems a little bit... Back to reality. No, I don't know. Okay.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. I'm following you.
Oh, yeah?
Wow. There's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched. Why are we all positioned and have our idle animations that we have when we're running around a dungeon? Maybe not now, but this place is definitely suited for battle. Why are they at... This looks like a test. You got the two brothers are at the end of the hallway, and in between us are all these soldiers that I'm about to have to fight through.
Well...
Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
The soldiers here, it's making me nervous. Just creep on out of here, maybe they don't see me. It's not a fixed camera angle either. I can move 360 degrees around. Look at it all.
Oi!
That lot took part in the exhibition, didn't they?
What you need?
You the new guy? Hang on a minute. You're an elder? Well, ain't that over a sight. Just do your level best, alright? We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong enough to keep up, so be sure you pull your weight, you hear? Okay. This is going to be probably the most welcoming place in this world. We're all about all tribes being equal. He was just shocked.
Hello there.
Did you hear about what happened at the exhibition? Some elder kids showed up for it, they say. And apparently Lord Luis loved it. Kids going places, I could tell you that.
You're not serious.
That's who got Lord Luis' attention. Blimey.
Look at that.
Damn, is it true? Did Godel really show up to the exhibition with the head of a human in hand? Yeah, but the head was so small that hardly anyone even noticed. Makes you wonder where the hell the point was. Well, maybe he would have gotten somewhere if Stroll wasn't like, that's not a human, it's fake! And everybody else who lacks any sort of knowledge on it, they're like, hold on. If he said it, it must be true. It's fake! Or they just came here because the Magnus Brothers vouched for it. That was my in, yes. It's you. I saw the exhibition. You put on quite the show, huh? You really gave the Sanctus what for. And you're one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to new friends. Cheers, mate. Come on, guys, look at this. This place isn't all that bad.
That reminds me.
Oh, you're the other candidate that I've been hearing about. Apparently Lady Juana likes you too. You think? Did she say that? How do you know that? What are you basing that on? She's staking a claim on some kid, even though she's already with Lord Luis. With Lord Luis? Damn. Damn. Lady Juna's got stamina to spare. This is definitely... It ain't as it seems, okay? And don't talk about her like that, alright? I remember your armor. I remember the way you're setting up. Don't think I won't be able to pick you out of this crowd. I know exactly who you are, buddy.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there. This one. What?
What in the...
What was that? What kind of technology do they have in this place? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah.
It keeps a suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around. Yep. There's different keys for different areas. Only select few ranking soldiers have them. Why are you highlighting that in red like I'm going to have to take out select soldiers and take their keys? You want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up the ranks a bit first. Or hopefully I can climb up the ranks.
Evidently.
Become a high-ranking member of Luis's army, one of his most trusted compatriots. Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. You will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already. It's nothing treacherous, we're just really amazed at everything that's going on here. It's our first time, so we're just talking normally.
Oh, nice!
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Yeah, mine looks nothing like this. I got like a corridor or two. Maybe a back deck. We're looking around so much. Now, what do we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. You better have a portrait talking to me like this. Alright, you look like a whole mini-boss. Who are you talking to? So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition? Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men. Little show?
No.
I was the main show. I was the headliner. They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We can start this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls. Alright, Zant, they gave you a whole name. We're definitely going... He's gonna challenge us. And we're gonna enter battle. You know, he's talking all this against us. Luis is gonna be like, go on. Fight him then. What? And then I clean the floor with him.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Zant. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home tails between your legs. Trust me, I got more power than you do, alright? And if I don't, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grind XP until I do. See ya.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or you gonna move? Come on. See, we're seeing all these areas and these scripted cutscenes for now, and then later on we're going to have to run through here on our own accord. Oh god. And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Hopefully they don't remember, like, where'd that fairy go? Be careful. Sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe, too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
Okay. What's your plan against Ford? And I want to know what we're working with. What are we getting into? Did you kill the royal family? I don't even need to know that. Alright, I've seen it with my own eyes. I saw the cutscene. Question is, did he curse the royal family? Let's be honest, this is what we're most curious about. Come on, she whispered in my ear. Doesn't that mean something?
So, are you and Juna an item?
All this way, and that is what you ask of me.
You watch your damn mouth with Count Luis.
She stood before me, my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she sang.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, She stands at my side.
She's at your side, but like, in what way?
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company,
I'm just trying to see if you're single, Lord Luis. Like,
we are much obliged.
what is that?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall.
Oh, come on.
A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a
I
whole
get it. Like,
limb.
this is a cool ritual, and I love the symbolism behind it, but it's gonna hurt. I'm too scared to say anything.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've
It doesn't cut me unless.
Look
somehow
at you.
Okay, it was just a test. It doesn't even do anything. It's just a rock.
Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Wonder how Gallica's search is going. I completely forgot she wasn't with us. I was too absorbed in Luis.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice.
Why am I still saluting him? He's not even on the screen anymore. I'm just my hand's stuck. I can't stop.
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Gallica's stealth minigame? Not actually.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here.
I'm telling you, they played it as a joke before. Why would it be inscribed on his body? I guarantee you it is.
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing
Us?
here?
You don't want us here?
Is something amiss?
What's in the book?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear.
What would I hear?
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between.
What's in the book,
I've got to
Gallica?
get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
I can't read on a goddamn word of this. I'm just trying to see if it's the language of the game or not.
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big.
Commit it to
but
memory.
Now I know where it is.
Well, you confirm that it's the formula. You don't know it for sure.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions.
Or which one?
Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor.
Oh, decisions we get to pick.
It looked like he's usually got his...
I'm going starboard. I've already made my decision.
Pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
That's when we're supposed to be making our debut. He's gonna notice we're missing. Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. Soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of...
I don't know, man.
And one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
Send Nerys in. No. He doesn't know about Nerys.
I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence.
Not Nerys.
If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near-solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
That's not important.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm
Don't laugh about your life being in danger, Stroll. I won't accept it, okay?
We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here.
I need you safe and healthy.
Our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Oh.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gullen Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength. Xanth.
Yes.
Yes. He was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner sectors.
I see.
Okay, he's gonna be a mini-boss. We could discard and then we go down one of the sectors. That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We could talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
Success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find the solution. Okay. So we have time to kill until 13th. We're gonna have to go to side dungeons and level up before we go there. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. I mean, who could, right? At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the Prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We want to make our preparations before that soiree. Have I saved the game?
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
No. Starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private chambers. The issue is those in charge of each area, one's holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. Look over reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. We wound their pride, and negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
It's a challenge unlike any we faced so far.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We're to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. So this is an entirely different kind of dungeon never seen before. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battle short, defeating officers within a certain number of turns. What the hell? I was thinking it was just because, we would do it in one day. So you need to, like, spend your time and make sure you level up on your own and go there. If you don't level up, you're just going to go there and lose. All officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance. Oh my god.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can
Got
exploit.
it.
Well then, we're going to scale our route to his quarters. It sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Let's focus.
The infiltration route must be secured so Luis's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the princess' curse can be lifted. Operation Infiltrate the Charades. The mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather conditions that may occur around Brawlhaven. Be with your allies and worship Arbiter and infiltrate Luis's gauntlet. I mean, infiltrate his gauntlet. I have to do that on the day of the soiree, right? I can't just go there. The interior of Luis's gauntlet is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, the starboard quarter, and the port quarter on the bridge. Or am I setting up? I'm like getting all these cards and stuff beforehand, and then the day of the soiree, we just beeline toward his room. You need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree. Okay.
Let's head there.
It's going, huh? The exhibition, on the other ends, are full of revelers. All that carousing and yelling, it must be impossible to get any rest. It's nice and quiet here, isn't it? So quiet you can hear a pin drop. We're a unique little inn in that respect. Yeah, there's a lot more ways you're unique as well.
Oi there!
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, I shall die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children? Welcome back, Lady Joanna. What are you talking about? Sorry, blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition when I looked to be the same age as... Say you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well? I mean, obviously I'm probably the only elder, right? So I would have, one the same age. Where are the other elders?
Oh, what a pity.
During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human. There are many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. There's special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself. This requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. They mentioned that forest. I'll get them. And by get them, I mean I just want to accept your quest, and I'll decide if I'll do it later. Dude, truly, I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistle berry. It grows near grassy forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit the place, especially in the home and made no more. One dragon ball fist, you're going to be enough to save everyone, so I need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot. Whoa.
Yeah, we really gotta stop and rest there. We can't just push through that one little extra distance and reach the forest.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Oh. Hey, you there. Can't imagine I have the wrong person, but didn't we meet at the Hush Honey Bee? I don't know, describe yourself to me. Maybe we did. We did, didn't we? Do you remember me? I'm a bit of a regular there. I wanted to see the exhibition, so I got up the courage and took up a carriage. And of course I saw your exploits there firsthand. Brawlhaven really is a lovely city, isn't it? Let's hope Luis doesn't go causing trouble again.
Now what am I to do?
I've heard rumors about his gauntlet and his crew. They say the ones he put in charge of things are especially dangerous. Don't draw their attention if you can avoid it. This fellow honeybee regular, I'm pulling for you.
Wonderful.
We're gathering intel. Greatest Catch Tavern? Oh. Oh, everybody's in here.
I'm just...
Can I fish? How interesting. A tavern where you can catch your own fish. Though I have to say, your last catch wasn't particularly impressive. What was my last catch?
All very nice.
Thought they were gross at first, but pair them with ale and the seafood dishes are superb. I'm broke, so I plan to go drinking for a while, but that siren song of sweet ale, man.
I'm just... incredulous. I love
He's addicted, he just can't help it. Oh my god.
Want in on this?
2 miles this radius. Nice work. Alright, anything more did I just ask?
All very nice.
There's so much information to be gathered in this place. It's like heaven to me. That said, one wrong move and I'll be pushing up daisies. Making money in this town comes at the appropriate risk. Oh my god. Well, Xanth, definitely give me information on Xanth. Even if I don't have to fight him, I might have to fight him, you know? I have to prove myself.
Fancy a bit of info?
There's a man named Sergeant Xanth among Luis's subordinates. He's the officer in charge of Seradius' crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth! Oh, that important-looking guy we saw at the Seradius the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? You might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who owns strength as justice as his creed. He once was a competitor at the Colosseum
Just
too.
between us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. If he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. So paralysis and stun will work well too. Luis values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, Luis trusts him. You can bet he's strong as blazes. I see. We'll have to find ways to inflict status ailments, of course, and it'll certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared, so let's head there when we're sure and ready. Oh my god, so much money, so many things.
Fancy a bit of info?
That old VOD, Maintenance Chief Sibe. He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurt.
Just between us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective against him either, from what I hear. To when you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having him bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him.
Let's see.
That guy sounds like a massive pain, and if we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. So using magic that repels physical attacks, we want to find some way to dispel that too. Oh, this is so much to keep track of.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Glickham is in the charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You want to watch out for it or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. I'll be worth checking it out.
Just between us.
All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked really easily, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Really, you won't have to fight him if you do keep that in mind.
I guess so.
Decoy then. You know, I think there's a skill that'd be useful. Not strong enough our decoy would fall and our strategy would be ruined, so should we keep it going?
Fancy a bit of info?
Seradius helmsman Cabio is stationed on the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juno. I have to say, I know how she feels. She's so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I'd almost think she was a goddess.
Come on.
We're not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You put into a spar with him? Well, he's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions, so you could bet he's a strong one.
Between us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. Rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second command. That's what evidence is, isn't it? So if I go there while it's raining or storming, he's just going to be completely gone. And he's one of their strongest ones, so that might be a good timing. Guess we better prepare some electric magic then. But he's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, so it might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Slow and steady wins race after all, no point in hurrying.
Fancy a bit of info?
Slave. He's a Seradius' guard chief. Got some business with him. He's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet with often. His job's to patrol the Seradius on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is not pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that.
Just between us.
I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe his reaction time's slow, with wearing that big helmet and all. That's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find yourself against him.
I guess so.
Daddy's powerful, he's in charge of Luis's guards. We're coming in with all we've got, we're in trouble. We need to be confident we're ready to fight. Oh, and he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'd be trouble, but maybe we can retaliate with some of our own. This is where I'm going next.
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after the Dragon Thistleberry. The Coxadas that lords over the area love them too, so be careful. The Coxadas will lead you terrifying attacks. If it sees an opening, some might even kill you instantly. That's fun. I recommend having magic that holds your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so I haven't noticed when
Just between us.
It'll be Dragon Thistleberry, and it goes swimmingly. Okay, we need some defense buffs and weak to projectiles. What would that be?
Got it.
Got it. Let's make sure we remember thoroughly. 2 more, might as well grab them.
Cheers.
There are a lot of shops in Brawlhaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's the butcher who sells marblet blueflint tin and briny salt from the water shop. Well, the only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. Well, rare depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, do you? I respect that does more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers is cooking. I've said too much. Forget it. Why am I learning about his cooking? Can we become best friends and then he can cook meals for me just like, because when I cook meals, it's not me actually cooking the meals, it's my friends cooking the meals?
Cheers.
Do you know a village called Nundo, a little ways up north of here? It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. Then again, they sell mostly rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up, you'd find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb, which is a bath salt, melon milk, as well as toothbrushes, a specialty. Why is toothbrushes highlighted in red? What can I do with toothbrushes? That's all about I can think of. Stop by if you're heading that direction. Where are the toothbrushes? Oh, a whole separate village. Okay.
I love it.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
Fish fanatic. It's all an exhibition all the time with this lot. Taverns have been chock full of irritating blokes lately. They don't know the first thing about courtesy, and that candidate Lovelace, so impudent.
Excuse me. Hey, listen. Huh?
Young lad, is there something you need besides food? What's the signature dish here? That's an easy one. Fish! And Brawlhaven, we found the most creative ways to eat them. We boil them, fry them, and even eat them raw. Doesn't hurt me none that they go great with ale and spirits. That said, some travelers get a little too brave. They tend to overeat and often make themselves sick. Kinda like that redhead companion of yours shoveling down your gullet. I'd keep an eye on her if I were you. There's nothing you could give her that would make her sick.
Huh?
Another city. Brawlhaven, let's see here. That's a tough one, because I could talk your ear off about this place. Maybe you've heard it referred to as the City of Commerce. There's a holiday called Forgiveness Day, where all the stores offer discounts. The tradition originated here in Brawlhaven, don't you know? Something about tax collection during a bad rainy season. I forget the details. All that aside, the city provides many forms of entertainment, whether that be gambling or the Colosseum. I know you can't enter just visiting, so I say take in the city while you can. Is the Colosseum like a side thing, like I can go there and kind of compete in some fights and earn some side money? Huh? Do candidates come here often? Well, of course. Let's see. Yes, some well-known candidates and notable sponsors have started coming here. The tavern's always buzzing with talk about the next king. Ale and politics are rarely a good mix, and there's trouble sometimes. But you know, it's a big deal when even the drunkards are speaking up for their country. In his own way, I think it's interesting. I'm sure you all have your own shared burdens with it, but your best is all anyone can ask for.
Huh?
That was it, right? Never mind.
Hey, listen.
I'm just...
Hey, mister!
Mum, when's supper? I'm hungry. Is it ready yet? Is it? Is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready? Hush now, child. If you don't be quiet, a goblin will come along and gobble you up. Child parenting tactics. Kids being annoying? If you don't stop, something's gonna come and kill you.
Huh. Wonderful.
Oi! Got a minute?
Travel anywhere you like. You fancy in Brawlhaven if you ask for the pier, but I'd stay clear of Worship Harbor. Luis' gauntlet runners docked there, and as you'd expect, a spawner deluge of nasty rumors about its crew. Not just about Luis and Godel, mind you. His ranking officers are all a bunch of ruffians. That's something involved with that lot.
Oi!
Aha! Hey, mister!
Oh god, social stats everywhere. Oh, here's Julie.
How absurd!
Executing Sanctus Joanna, the Sanctus Church fails to see which issues are truly pertinent. It is true. It is the true intellectual creatures that should be protected. The talentless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important. Are we not intellectual creatures? What is this brain then? Oh. And you're not talentless?
Well, well.
Small wonder that fools like you are ignorant to the true nature of talent. Anyone with any sort of intelligence would realize that I'm the greatest. Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing, so here, I shall bestow this gift upon you. Oh, thanks for your book, man. This is a book Julian wrote for himself, isn't it? Oh, I'm mad that I can probably actually read it in the Gauntlet Runner. Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book, so why not read it in the Runner when you're free?
Just can't stand
Because it'd be a waste of my time?
Just can't stand it. Oh, this blooming head. Wonderful. Gone clammy all over. What am I gonna do? Grand, isn't it?
So that's what it's come to.
The Julian fellow on this poster is probably with the Ischia, but I cannot take him seriously. He's telling people not to kill monsters in the wasteland. What a fat-headed thing to say. How naive is he? But he's really, really smart, isn't he? That's what I've heard, so it must be true. He's planning for 100 years in the future, he says. That's just his silver tongue. All those Ischia have him. You'd be better off listening to his Eminence Ford and over Julian's lies. Everybody's just believing what they want to believe, not seeing things where they actually are.
Wonderful.
Because if they were, they'd be like, oh my god, that elder candidate is so cool. We should vote for him.
What's up?
I had to pop... What's up? I had to pop by Worship Hall for work earlier, and the place was crawling with Luis's soldiers. I was terrified at first. I never heard them talking, and they were just complaining with the job like any of us would. Saber, that senile bastard. That kind of thing. Makes you think, oh, they're people too, aren't they? Yeah.
Grand, isn't it? What am I gonna do? Gone clammy all over. Wonderful. You're not serious.
That's terribly unfair.
This guy. What's so unfair? Did you hear that speech of Milo's? Beauty is all, he said, among other such nonsense. Oh, I remember them talking before. His wife has a crush on Milo and he's jealous. How disgraceful. Of course there's more to the world than beauty. When did this country become so full of fools?
That's enough now.
You're the fool here. Day in, day out, all I hear is whinging about Milo. There's really nothing to be jealous of, you know. I am yours. This guy's going to ruin his marriage over jealousy. For no reason, he doesn't even realize it. His own insecurity is the death of him.
Weather like this, no telling
Damn,
about
damn, damn, that bastard definitely cheated me. Hey there, elder kid. You look too naive to know the first thing about betting, but I could tell you still think the gambling store's cheating people too, right? I could tell you think it is, so definitely cheating. Right, you were scammed too, weren't you? I'm going to expose that scheme, mark my words. Whinging at you seems to have calmed me right down, thanks kid. So I was nice to you, so in return you give me an item of some sort, right? Tell you what, let me give you something interesting with the merchants bazaar up here. The small one, mind you. When the weather holds up, they host diving competitions there. You should take advantage of everything the ocean has to offer while you're in Brylehaven. Fuck of me, that's what I should have done instead of gambling.
Come on.
This guy's got problems, but that competition does sound interesting. Maybe you should take it out when you're free.
Pardon?
Wonderful.
Hey, Vista.
All right then. Oi.
Got an exclamation point over at Nightprowler.
Oi.
Oi. But first I'm gonna go into Seabreeze
Right
Street.
then.
First Bazaar, Nightprowler.
Hello.
Gotta go collect all my quests, see all my options before I commit to anything.
Hello. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn, Luis. He's made Worship Harbor into his own personal playground with that huge gauntlet runner. So any of those soldiers of his march through the streets like they own the place. I wish all that Sergeant Zant of his at the Colosseum. It's their fault that I'm so damn busy these days. Why can't they just calm down and enjoy the city like normal people?
Hello.
You. Oh, now this.
Oh.
Damn those bastards, think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be.
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. There's so damn much I've started seeing tooth monsters. The tooth monsters, it's been so long since I've seen one. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them, if only some kind of generous soul could help me. Good luck with that, buddy. Just an item to cure my toothache. If only some fellow could bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reeve. Tell me more. Fantastic. I know you seem reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I think I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you're a candidate at the exhibition. Now that makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the pride of Anundo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. This is why we needed the toothbrush, to brush this guy's teeth? I need you to buy one for me. Of course I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. Well, honestly, right now, buddy, I'm not too desperate for votes. I'm pretty high up. I'm double digits. Honestly, when does my royal magic kick in? I'm feeling pretty damn popular. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot. That's where you want to go.
It's right here. Circle this place that I've already known.
Just can't stand it.
Look at that myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow! You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. I guess I'll be waiting here. God damn, that hurts.
Give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy the toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can. Oh, Milo.
It's you.
You're the young man who dazzled at the exhibition, aren't you? I enjoyed your unique presentation tremendously. Your accomplishments were hardly impressive, but if polished, you may shine. As a special favor, I'll allow you the honor of joining my entourage. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There's no need to be modest. Or do you seriously think you give a chance in this competition? I mean, you saw what just happened, right? Obviously, you didn't do anything comparable to what I did. Nobody's talking about Milo. Yeah, yes, I know. I just talked to people who were talking about him, but they weren't talking about you because of what you did in the tournament. They were talking about you because he's worried his wife wants to fuck you. Such hubris. If you refuse to be mine, perhaps you should cease to exist.
Really now?
I hear that a lot, and I hear people don't think I should exist.
Yeah?
We got a lot of gabbing going on. What's going on? God damn it. Why did... Did you see? Lord Milo just looked this way. Have you ever seen such a beautiful face? This person has bewitched me. I will cherish this precious memory always. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see people. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was looking at the birds and I just sent them away.
Pardon me.
Say, lad. Yes, you young man there. Can you read and write? If you wouldn't mind, I'd be grateful if you could help me write a letter. I want to send to my son in Grand Tribe, but I don't know how to write. Of course, I wouldn't ask them it for free. If you do this for me kindness, I'll make sure it's worth your while. That's something I need a social stat for this. In other words, working as a scribe. Well, we can get it done quickly. Sounds like he's willing to pay us. What do you think?
I am in your debt.
Well then, let me read out what I want to say in my letter. Remember it clearly and write it down for me. Yeah? Ahem. To my dear son, it's been 3 years since you left for Grand Tribe. Oh wait, 2. Things have changed quite a bit while you've been away. The dog you loved since you were a wee boy has finally... become a mother. Why are you scaring your son like this? You've got 4 new members of our family. And then... Hold on. What was I talking about? What happened while my son was gone? 4 puppies were born. That's right. The dog he loved so much gave birth to puppies. Let's return to the letter. I was writing all this down. Should I... This is pen. Lately, everyone's nattering on about the tournament to decide the next king. I never expected an era would come where us common folk could choose. What struck me was that there were beautiful girls among the candidates. Wait, no, leave that bit out. No, I'm leaving that part in. I'm exposing your true colors, buddy. What struck me was that I heard that there was a boy younger than you among the candidates, and apparently he's an elder. I think about it. Aren't you... No, I should be focusing on the letter. I think I was talking about the tournament. One candidate, okay, so he's talking about me, he's talking about... Well, you know what, this is in the letter. They're beautiful candidates. That's right, they're beautiful candidates. And if such king were crowned, I'd need to live a long life. Like something's off. Ah well. As I listen to the stories of these people, I feel like I could understand how you might have felt when you ran away from home. While you're young, you should go somewhere where your heart leads you. But if you ever get tired, you have a home to return to. Your ma and I are always waiting. Okay, what's my prize? That seems well enough. Phew, so that letter complete. I have to go deliver it for you. Please save me with your... Please accept this. Ooh, $2,500. I'm sure my feelings will get across to my son with this. Thank you so much. Oh, considering all that I left in the letter, yeah, you're getting your feelings across, all right.
I mean, you're dead.
Sure, you're lucky to have met you, lad. It's impressive to read and write so well when you're still just a wee nipper. Since long ago, I thought that the elder were filthy, impure tribe. But you never know until you meet one, huh? And don't believe what they tell you.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're the candidate from the exhibition, right? When my friend Saul started talking about how cool you were. So I wanted to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Ah, so that's why. We can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Buying their affection? Don't do that. Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Well, there's a reason to get one. Maybe flowers from the old flower shop. Oh, wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go spring outside the city and look for a wild flower. No, kid, stay here. I'll go get it.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. I've got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Leave it to me. Hey, you look nice, mister. Then, when you bring me a flower,
So.
you become an auto supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. That's a vote. Let's wait here till you get the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then. Uh-oh. It's a flower from another city we need. I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Firm's Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot. Excuse me?
Oh, whoops.
All right.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Hey, mister. How grand.
What on earth are you doing?
I can't believe Joanna was keeping a human as a pet. She wasn't in her right mind. It's utterly nauseating. I'd expect this sort of behavior from a pagan, not a sanctuarist. I can't say I disagree. Here's what Mostaria are up to. Just go back and indulge in that racism.
And what do you want?
Was there something you needed? I've no interest joining you in idle chatter. It's like you casting shame upon the Sanctus Church. It's far too late to repent. But I thought, God forgives all.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, I know you. Let's not get close to the church if you know business there. The Sanctors bloody loathe you after what happened at the exhibition. Can't say I blame them given their position. The tribes and churches, well, we sailors never much cared. As long as the candidates got strength from behind them. And to show you I'm not just all talk, it ain't much, but take this.
Oh,
thanks, man.
Hell.
Hey, don't think I didn't notice you push me out the way, yeah. Let that be a reminder. Watch where you're going. But our sailors got swizzled again and lost all their coin. Thought I warned you about that last time. It's not me this time, I swear it, believe me! It was Jin, the candidate. He's a proper con on us and the one who tricked your sailors with a sham business deal. It was definitely him, yep. So I mean, it's that guy. That's so. Let me ask you one more question. This Jin bastard. Who was it who introduced him to my boys exactly? I'll return all the money. Please, just this once. Keep getting yourself caught in these perilous situations, man.
Oh, hell.
Beg pardon?
I'm clammy all over this damn private army.
Right, fluky seeing you here again. How about you fess up to whatever you're planning? To Luis and the Navy guy. Oh, no plans to speak of. If anyone's plotting something, it's a Brawlhaven's army. You got anything up your sleeves? And where'd you get that idea? Listen, I'm warning you. You try to sneak a rat into Lord Luis's gauntlet runner, and we'll have his grizzled little head on display in front of the church, just like in that exhibition.
Clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Build drat. What about the shop? There's a secret with the shop. Can I... Is anything else? For the secret to the store. How do I discover the secret?
Say.
I'm chuffed.
Dearest, please. Our time's here limited, so let's make sure we go to the Colosseum today, okay? I'll grab battle between a skilled warrior and a fearsome monster. How could you visit Brawlhaven and not bear witness? Are you not entertained? I'm not interested in something that sounds so sweaty. I'd much rather attend one of Lord Milo's speeches instead. That's good, it's all good, but you can listen to the speech any time, right? So tonight... Listen, man.
Proper aces.
You're not gonna be able to do what you want to do.
Hey, you. I'm in trouble now.
Stupendous.
Cracking news. I've heard another spectator say Juna's here. She's with Luis, but still, can you believe it? Juna this, Juna that. She's all you've talked about lately, you know? Can you blame me? You know how much I like her. Oh, to be Luis right now. To be Juna right now.
Well met, eh?
Oh god.
Welcome. What is it?
You know what you buy? Okay, you still haven't replenished yet. Alright. I have to remember though, because you sell MP items, I need to come back here for sure.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't see you at the exhibition, man. What a scene you made at the exhibition. You satisfied with yourselves? Like a sanctuaress to be executed, just to make yourself stand out as exactly the sort of selfish nonsense a delinquent like you would think up. I'm not even going to entertain you anymore. Who are you again?
What?
You mean you forgot me? I'm Godon, champion of the Rogue Tribe! Most unfortunately, I couldn't participate in the exhibition, but still, I am a candidate prepared to do whatever it takes to win. Damn it. If only I'd participated in the exhibition right now, I'd be... Maybe you should have played a bit smarter then. Stroll, why do you have an arrow above your head? Please find my father's connections. Oh, I will. I will.
Proper ace.
Ugh, come off it.
Hey, you other boy there. You're that showboating candidate from the exhibition, aren't you? Just one advice, be sure to lay low. Going against the Sanctus is right dangerous. I've noticed this is the same music that was playing in Martyra before we finished the dungeon. Wait, is it? Because maybe we don't get the the city music until we finish the dungeon?
Aha. I'm in trouble now.
As we go to Grand Tribe, this is what plays, right? Damn it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these full horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? Oh, I am simply a craftsman who takes pride in exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. Well, my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
It's too bad. Only the horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There's a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently within the Forsaken Tower there's a giant called August whose horn surpasses all others. That tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve.
Now.
Well, I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of the brave. Someone like that was about. I'll do it. Oh, could it be? Now they get a better look at you. It is! You're the young candidate everyone's talking about. Yes, of course, you could save me my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with immense payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Ogres within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower located north of town. Your more details and informal will be your best bet. This should be one of the greatest catch, you know, the tavern in the district.
Let's give it a shot.
Did I already buy it, or does I need to buy it now?
Gotta get prepared.
So the greatest catch is beat the informant, then that's the tavern in the district. It's only pop up now that I spoke to you.
You're not serious.
Oh, this guy. You weren't there. We didn't see you there either at the exhibition. You. I remember you. You're the one that denounced the rogue sanctuaries at the exhibition. The support you have earned pales in comparison to mine. There are many who desire independent nation.
Dismissed.
Pitiful elder. Struggle you like. Alright, keep underestimating me. Hey, is Louis strong? He can defeat humans, right? He's certainly a master when it comes to magic. I once had the chance to observe the unit he commands in battle. The front lines, they... well, it's not the sort of thing children should hear. Just remember this, little lady. Matters isn't the strength to defeat enemies, it's the strength to protect people. Something Luis is sorely lacking.
But that...
I feel like he could if he tried, but it's just not his objective.
Can't be.
It's more of a ends justify the means. Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just looked at the King's Rock and me on faces in the corner. Good for you, man. Good. Far from it. I don't want to be king. I think it's because I've been given a lot of advice lately. Word got round town and now even strangers came up to me. He never abandoned someone in need, they say. Some posh nobles from Grand Tribe even came all the way to here to get my advice. I'm no sage. I'm just bad at saying no. I just want people to stop dumping problems on me, much less make me king. I do have to hand it to him for him making it on the King's Rock. He's doing a better job than we are. Are we seriously not there yet?
Now what am I to do? Stop!
But I promise you, buddy, don't worry. You're not going to become king.
Isn't that...
Just seems like the bigger the king is face on the rock, the more clever.
See.
Only 200, alright.
Yep.
Now what am I to
see? I'm 49. 49 out of thousands of people. Oh my god, I didn't read any of that, and I never read it before. One who fights vainly to effect change. Is that gonna wish with it? Okay. I mean, really getting up there in the ranking? We're pretty much in with Luis, but if you keep this up, who knows? Maybe we'll see your face on the rock soon. I mean, we got.
All right.
Our last voice show was roughing. The sea was calling to us with the pole. We damn near answered. I mean, I know what he's talking about. He almost got swallowed up by the ocean. That's right. When she starts acting eerie like, we see this girl at the pool. The magma crystals would sink to the bottom of the sea, and they could do strange things about dragging them along higgly-piggly. Higgly-piggly? She walls of seawater floating in the distance. That phenomenon happens in town on occasion too, and it chills us hair to the bones. It does. It's like if heat want to walk on walls instead of the floor. It's like the walls have become the floor. It's hard to describe it, really. What if you could swim in the ocean? I can't, of course. That means we get wet. The racist people in the ship, do they say anything? Next up.
Amazing.
Well, the Sanchez Juna's staying in the city, but she's a sight for sore eyes. You hear whether she wore the tournament's opening ceremony? Something drop dead gorgeous, I heard. She seems like an angel. Sure wish I could hear it, just once.
Well met, eh?
I mean, she's definitely going to sing at the soiree, for sure. The rest of Jin thinks he's so clever, saying whatever he thinks folks want to hear, but I'll never put one over his wild image.
What am I to do? Well met, eh? Aha.
This heat is such a bother. Business is done.
Oh, Godot. Master Godot, what do you think about the sanctuary's crimes which were brought to light at the exhibition?
Fools.
Those were the sins of one woman, with no bearing on the crown theocracy as a whole. Sadly, her actions have fueled those who would erode holy authority. Hey, doing damage control.
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to bite. Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's been talking about. In the exhibition, your face struck me in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race. Wow, rude. And what do you mean? We have to be old enough? What are you even selling? I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call my house special the Miraculous Mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff, but none needs a few more years before we get drink. So we'll see you around. Hold on, I saw how you captured everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'm capable on that being skill, not chance. So I've got a task I need help with. I got something, see? If you find it, I'll give you something in my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get in some good out of it. I want a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine the kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right then, it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who's ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances, but now, yeah, nobody can say if the cup even exists. Everybody wants all these items that the owners die. That's a great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life? Take a sip, which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot.
You're playing games with fate, buddy. Okay, I'm sure your mead is great, but tread at your own peril. Really casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where this Chalice of Legends is? If you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it out of his grasp. Some folks reported being attacked by that same ghost. Not that I've been able to find it myself. Did you Canada today? Going up another countryside in that run of yours, you've seen the shares of monster secrets? The bounty. That makes sense. If it's already been attacked, there might be a build-up to take it out. Send the recruitment center to see if there's any information on the bounty.
Well met, eh? Really now?
Yeah?
Got a minute?
Listen, just move like we practice and you'll win. This may be your first monster, but that doesn't matter. A pottery task? No monster's a match for me. Woo! That's the spirit. This is a bit of a new brawler king. Now get out there. You're sending this man to his death. That's crazy.
Hail, warriors!
They me a Coliseum, but that's what I'm guessing you're looking to participate. I've got bad news for you. The Coliseum really booming at the new competitors right now. It's not right now.
Do you need something?
This is the way you're the only one who didn't know. I forget I said I don't really care for the outside odor, but it's too full.
Let's not.
I want to become a gladiator.
Yeah?
Really now?
This heat is such a bother.
No, wrong pier.
Fancy a ride?
I've been here, been here, been here, been here.
Greetings.
Well, I visited my friend Monado. What a pleasure, but why the thanks? You're looking at me like I'm a stranger. What have you visited tonight, Prowler? I'm its founder. Even just as our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off a little, man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us? Well, I'm hoping you could do some negotiation on my behalf, so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't even been able to get it back into my hands. The man in question is a respected Ishkian noble, whereas I'm but a humble parapist and entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you'll find quite useful. I'll handle it. Now listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. Either that he's watching a fight as we speak. Now I can enter the Colosseum. He's an Ishki fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure. Waiting here. Just let me know when you've got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
No deadline. So looking for a Papa Ishki, huh? One who enjoys watching fights. You thinking what I'm thinking? Thinking it's time to battle.
Let's not.
Are we going that way? Oh, I can't go back in there. That place was cool.
Hello there.
Oh, this place has its own whole separate music, but I guess this is where I just go to... Yeah, to enter Luis's dungeon. I don't even want to talk to you guys about it. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready.
Go.
Going back home.
Beg pardon?
All right. Talk to every... Talk to everyone in the city. Got all of my side quests lined up, so next time I hop on, I can decide freely how do I want to spend my time to strengthen myself before Luis's soiree. What dungeon shall I embark on? But we won't know. Until next time, farewell.